All right. Hello, Internet. This is Sarah Kezele with the W.TV. I am joined by Santa Clara women's soccer star Kellie Peay. Thank you so much for joining me to talk some postseason soccer today.
Of course. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yes, it is awesome. I'm glad you think so.
Awesome.
So it should be noted before we get into it that the College Cup, which is the Final Four for men's and women's soccer, the women's edition will be hosted in San Jose, which is right in Santa Clara's backyard, and it's hosted by the West Coast Conference. So obviously want you to go as far as you can, and it'd be pretty awesome if you could make it right back to your backyard and in a tournament hosted by the WCC.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I mean, just to be able to possibly play 500 yards away from our school would be so cool, and to get all of our fans out there, that would be super awesome. So we're looking forward to that.
Is it actually 500 yards? Have you measured?
It's close. I mean, our coach just constantly keeps saying 500 yards, so I'm starting to believe it's about 500 yards, but you never know. Maybe we'll measure it once.
I feel like you should. I feel like at least before your game on Saturday, you should look into that. Although you're probably a little bit busy prepping for your opponent.
Oh yeah. Some pregame meals, some pregame naps, and then I can measure it, but we'll see.
Okay, sounds good. I like that you're prioritizing food and naps, because food and naps are life. So that makes sense.
Of course.
Awesome. So Santa Clara has been in the postseason 7 of the past 8 years now, which is a pretty awesome streak. And last year you faced Long Beach State to start off the tournament. This year, same deal.
Yeah.
You beat them last year. Does that give you guys any more confidence, or does it affect how you feel at all heading into this matchup on Saturday?
I mean, Long Beach State has always been just a gritty, hardworking team. I mean, I've played them every year that I've been here. My freshman year, we played them at Long Beach, and it was a hell of a game. I mean, we went to, I think it may have been overtime or the last 5 minutes, and beat them. But like I said, always a hardworking team. We're really excited to play them again. We had a meeting today to just kind of go over some stuff, and our confidence is there. Obviously, yeah, we beat them last year, but like I said, it's going to be a really hard game, and we're just focusing on that one game before we look ahead any further.
Well, that ruins my next question, because I'll rephrase it, but what I wanted to ask you was, assuming you get past Long Beach State, and assuming Stanford, one of the 1 seeds in this tournament, assuming they get past their opponent, you guys meet up next. And obviously Stanford is a very tough team. How far does your team need to get in this postseason to feel like you've had success, to feel like you've had a good season?
I mean, personally for me, like you said, we've made it 7 out of the 8 times, and the one time we didn't was my freshman year. So for me, getting into the postseason is enough of an accomplishment, and I'm so happy to be here. Obviously, now that we are here, what we want to do is just advance to the next game and the next game and the next game. And our focus is on Long Beach, but possibly looking forward to Stanford. I mean, they're our rivals at home, so it's kind of like it'll be interesting to play them if we do play them. Our coach set up a really tough schedule for us this year, one of the toughest in the country, and it's cool to be able to play teams like Stanford. We have Pepperdine in our bracket. We have Minnesota in our bracket. So all of those teams we've played, and we know we can beat them. So if we do make it past Long Beach, which I really hope we will, I'm excited to see Stanford in the next round. It'll be a good game.
Yeah, well, I certainly look forward to seeing that as well. So Santa Clara has won 6 of its last 7 games. What do you think has clicked? What has changed? What do you think sparked this streak?
I think, like I said, we had a really tough schedule this year, one of the toughest that I've ever played, and like I said, one of the toughest in the country. Our coaches did that for a reason, and we did go through a couple bumpy paths. I mean, we had a period where we didn't win a game. We had a lot of ties. We had some losses. But I think the determination in wanting to score goals, we have these things called game day goals, and one of our game day goals is to score 2 or more goals in a game. And I think the determination to do that has been something that's clicked, as well as just really, really wanting to continue to play together. This team is a family, and we love each other, and not wanting our seniors to leave any earlier than they have to. So we're really excited to be in the postseason and to just go as far as we can. But yeah, it's really awesome to go in with this momentum of winning all of those games. So we're hoping that can help us as well.
So I'm curious, you mentioned game day goals. Are you allowed to share what any of your other game day goals are?
There's about 7 or 8 of them, and it just kind of like little things that really carry into the postseason, which our coaches kind of talked to us about. There is a lot of goals scored in the NCAA tournament that are dead balls, that are Big Five goals, which we call Big Five, like 5 minutes starting the game, 5 minutes before the game goes to half, 5 minutes, kind of like in that order. So really focusing on those, just so we don't give up a goal in those moments, so that we're constantly focused and just do the little things right. And that's kind of what those game day goals are about, just doing the little things and making sure we're fully focused in those moments.
Okay. So having played Long Beach State plenty of times, as you mentioned, and also having a little extra time to study them this week after the selection show, what have you picked up on them, and what do you think you'll be able to exploit in that matchup on Saturday?
A couple of things that I remember from years prior and also watching film against that or for them. They have a really, really hardworking team. Like I said, number 14, we've talked about, she's really hardworking and gritty. They have some good, skillful players. Number 15 is really skillful, so we're going to look out for both of them. But other than that, their whole entire team just seems to really be determined all the time. I'm sure they're coming into this game like, this team again, like this happened last year. So they're definitely going to come in guns blazing, and we got to be ready for that. And I think knowing that we want to continue and make it to the next round to possibly play Stanford, that's like very big for us. So that's going to be our determination going in, as well as just making sure we don't lose our last game at home.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anything else you would like to add about this weekend, the season as a whole? Anything?
I guess I'm just really, really proud of our team. I mean, like I said a couple of times, we had a really tough schedule, and this year had a lot of ups and downs, and there was some moments where I was panicking. I was kind of like, oh God, are we going to make the tournament? I never know. But our team pulled through. Our coaches had faith in us. We had faith in each other, and we just believed that we could make it this far. And I mean, we'll see. On Saturday, we're going to come with our best game, and we're really excited to represent the WCC as well as with Pepperdine and BYU. So we're really excited.
Awesome. Well, we are excited too. We get to watch you guys Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific on the W.TV when you host Long Beach State. Kellie, we wish you the best to you and your team. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you so much.
All right.